This is the Giants Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Francisco Giants, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yo, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Locked On Giants Postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel. You may know me as the former producer for the Murph and Mac Morning Show on KMBR, or maybe from some of these other Locked On Sports postcasts we do. We also do Locked On Warriors and Locked On 49ers postcasts as well. But today, after dropping the first two games of the series, the San Francisco Giants rallied back to win the final two games of this four-game set and split the series against the Padres at Oracle Park. And Robbie Ray was excellent again today. He spun 7 spectacular innings while only surrendering 2 runs and tallying 9 strikeouts. He was awesome. And after winning the MLB Pitcher of the Month for May, Robbie Ray continues to build on his success and is making a solid case for an all-star bid. Is he going to represent the Giants at the all-star game? Offensively, meanwhile, Dom Smith delivered big time for the Giants in just his second game with the team. A great win today, and we'll break it all down. But first, I want to thank all of you for watching us on the Locked On Giants YouTube channel. Please, if you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now. Thanks also for listening on the Locked On Giants podcast feed. However you're tuning in, we appreciate it. And make sure to check out the Locked On Giants Daily Show for more in-depth coverage. My guy, Ben Kaspick, always does a great job. In this one, I mean, this is a great win for the Giants. Just before we get into the nuances and the nooks and crannies of what happened today, just some overarching, like, big picture topics. The Giants haven't won back-to-back games since May 18th. And this is huge for this team. This team has been so bad lately. And I mean, they've struggled to score runs. They've been really bad hitting with runners in scoring position. We all know these things. Today, they only generated 3 runs, so that's not, we're not gonna bang the drum for the offense too hard on today's show. But they only went 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position. But hey, on a day when you hold the Padres to 0 hits with runners in scoring position and you hold them just to 2 runs, it'll work. With Robbie Ray on the hill, I feel like 3 runs is going to win you the majority of games that Robbie Ray starts this season. He has been so damn good that's kind of all you need. And with the way the bullpen's been pitching, Randy Rodriguez in particular, another phenomenal outing for him. It feels like the Giants are going to be able to win a lot of these games if they score at least 3 or 4 runs. And today they had just enough offense to get it done. And by the way, with the win today, they're now 10-2 in home day games this season. It's the best winning percentage in the majors. I know I personally love day games out at Oracle Park, and I guess the Giants love them too, even though today is kind of a cloudy, murky day out here in San Francisco, at least here in the sunset on my side of town. It's not too warm and nice outside, but the Giants didn't care, man. That wind is kind of blowing around too. It was keeping a lot of balls in the yard. Fernando Tatis thought that he had one out to center field late in this one that just sailed right into Jung-Hoo Lee's glove because of that wind coming in from center. But hey, the Giants had to deal with that same wind, and they were able to find a way to win. So let's get into it. How did they do it in this one? Well, early on, it did not look good for the Giants. I mean, bottom one, they have a golden opportunity to score. Ramos walks, and Jung-Hoo Lee smashes one into Triple's alley, and it would have easily been a triple for him and an RBI if that ball did not bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. Instead, Ramos goes back to third base. Jung-Hoo Lee stands on second, and up comes Matt Chapman and Willy Adames. And while Matt Chapman has had a decent last 10 games or so, he's not been very good with runners in scoring position. He has popped out a lot. I don't have numbers on this, but just I can remember multiple different at-bats where Matt Chapman has fouled out to the first baseman or the catcher or struck out looking with runners in scoring position in less than 2 outs. And he did it again today. He's been striking out looking a ton lately. And I would very much appreciate it if Matt Chapman would swing the damn bat on pitches that are close to the strike zone with 2 strikes. I mean, what are you doing? You can't argue that every single time, which he has been doing quite a lot. Go up there. If it's a close pitch, swing. That's like the first thing you learn in Little League. If you got 2 strikes, you protect the zone. And Matt Chapman's not doing a very good job of that as of late, especially in these clutch situations. So that is a little bit of a frustration point for me in particular. But hey, ultimately, Giants got it done, even though Matt Chapman and Willy Adames dropped the ball in that bottom of the first inning. And I put a little note here next to that, next to those 2 plays that just says simply pain, because that's what this Giants offense produces in a lot of people watching, is just pain. It's just painful watching this team struggle. Then in the top of the third inning, Robbie Ray gives up a 2-run bomb to Manny Machado off of a knuckle curve that didn't really curve as much as Robbie Ray wanted it to. It's the first home run he's given up since April 21st. This was his 8th start since then. You never want to give up home runs. I'm not saying it's a good thing he gave up that home run to Manny, but my God, Robbie Ray is a guy who usually that's the knock you have on him, is he's got this great strikeout stuff and he's going to get you a lot of overwhelming strikeout games, but he's going to get got sometimes by leaving that fastball high up in the zone or hanging a knuckle curve, and guys are going to go yard on him every now and again. He hasn't been doing that at all. Like, Robbie Ray has been doing a great job limiting these home runs. If Manny Machado is going to get him on maybe the worst pitch he threw all day long, I'll live with it, man. Robbie Ray has been that good that, even if he gives that up, it's not going to be that big a deal ultimately, because he's not going to give up much else. Or today, he didn't give up anything else. That's all the runs the Padres produced. Didn't give up a single hit with runners in scoring position. So great job by Robbie Ray limiting the Padres runs and locking in after this moment. Didn't phase him at all. And then the Giants had a very big bottom of the third inning as they responded to that Manny Machado home run. They scored all of their runs in this game in that bottom of the third. Very Giants baseball-esque. Started with a Ramos walk, a Jung-Hoo Lee walk, and then Matt Chapman singled to load the bases. So Matt Chapman did come up with a hit with runners in scoring position. In this one, he didn't completely, S the bed, but it didn't score anybody. And that was a little bit of a disappointment, especially with all the speed that you have there with Ramos. And then it brought up Willy Adames, which had me holding my breath, because Willy has been so bad lately. Like, this guy is struggling. We know he's been struggling, and he hits a sac fly in this situation to score Ramos. Padres still led 2-1, but up comes the new guy, Dom Smith, which leads me to today's turning point of this game.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
And Dom Smith comes up and ropes a ground rule double out to right center field / center field, more center than right center, but still in the gap enough that the center fielder wasn't able to get there, scores 2 runs and puts the Giants ahead 3-2. And that's all that the Giants needed offensively, even though Dom Smith did have a very nice game. He had 3 hits in this one, 2 RBIs on that one swing of the bat, and that double. The Giants have been desperate for extra base hits, especially with runners in scoring position and multiple guys on base, and Dom Smith delivered. And I told everyone, kind of pump the brakes on this guy. He's not going to be a franchise-saving player if you're relying on a basically 4A player, a AAA All-Star, and an MLB, average to below average guy. If you're relying on that guy to save your season offensively, you're in a bad spot. And the Giants, there's no two ways about it. Their offense has been in a bad spot. But hey, league average is a hell of a lot better than what they've had at first base, at the offensive end of things this whole season. So Dom Smith, even though he's not going to produce, he's not going to be an all-star, he's not going to produce groundbreaking type numbers for the Giants or anything like that. He's not going to break any records here in a Giants uniform. But this is good. Like, this is very, very, very solid from this guy who just got here yesterday, by the way. And I love to see it. He showed up. The post-game interview was pretty funny too. Willy Adames hit him with the Gatorade bath, and he had a pretty funny reaction to it. Dom Smith did. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. A solid day from Dom Smith at the plate. I can't remember the last time that the Giants had 3 base hits from anybody playing first base this season, save for maybe a Wilmer Flores game. But it's been really bad just trying to watch anybody play in that position get hits for the Giants, and they got it done today. So shout out Dom Smith. But really, the rest of the day was all about the pitching and the defense. In the top of the 6th, you had Air Fitz. I did not know Tyler Fitzgerald had hops like that, man. He stole a hit from Manny. Skied for that one. And I have no idea how he got up that high. I think he got a little bit of maybe he had like the Nike Air Maxes from back in the day where you could like push the little inflatable thing on the tongue of the shoe and like pump them up. Maybe he had a little bit of extra pumped up air in those cleats of his, because he really got up. You showing off the bunnies there. He is a little bit taller than I think most people expect. He's 6'3", so he's got some height, but man, the athleticism of a Tyler Fitzgerald, man, this guy is a top-tier athlete in the game of baseball. He is very, very fast. We all know that, but the range, man, he's showing off the range at second base, and I've been telling you guys all season long, this guy, when he gets used to second base, is going to be a very solid defender, and he's showing you a little bit of that today. Later on in the top of the seventh, Iglesias roped one off the left field wall, and this was a huge moment in the game, man, because Robbie Ray looked like maybe he was starting to gas out there in the seventh inning. And Iglesias tattooed one, hard off that left field wall. And Encarnacion makes a hell of a play, fields it off the wall perfectly, and just a laser beam into second base to get him out. Iglesias would have been safe if he slid, but I don't think he expected that throw. And honestly, neither did I, because I did not know Encarnacion had that in him. I did not know he had that type of cannon. And you could tell that Encarnacion was so happy with himself after that play. Hit him with the finger gun and just shot over to second base, and even blew off the smoke off the tip of his fingers in celebration. It was all smiles after that one. A very, very, very phenomenal play by Gerard Encarnacion, who now has an outfield assist and a stolen base before he has his first hit of the season. I don't think anybody expected that one, or even he expected that one. So Encarnacion did get a steal earlier in this game. And then after a little bit of adventure from Randy Rodriguez in that eighth inning, really glad that we got to see Randy Rodriguez in that eighth inning, by the way. I thought that was a good little reward for him, the way he's been pitching lately, instead of going to Ryan Walker, who's been a little shaky. Randy Rodriguez gave up a leadoff single, but ended up getting out of it, even threw a wild pitch to allow that runner to get to second base. Got Tatis to fly out to center field. That's when he hit that one that he thought was out that wasn't actually going to go out, and then strikes out Tyler Wade to end the inning. And then we had a little bit of an adventure with Camilo Doval in the ninth inning. He gave up two singles, but hey, he was able to get it done, struck out Jake Cronenworth in that last at-bat that he had against Cronenworth. Doval was phenomenal. That last batter that he faced, he barely missed any spots at all in that pitch sequence, and that best pitch that he threw of the entire day was that slider that he threw, the sixth pitch of that at-bat to get the swinging strikeout to end the game. And Camilo Doval looks very good right now, even though he's given up those saves, or giving up those singles. He's still locking down those saves. He just looks very locked in. He's not getting rattled up there despite having runners on base, and that's a very good sign for the Giants. But ultimately, we got to give more love to our guy, Robbie Ray. Is he going to be the Giants All-Star? We got to talk about that next on the Locked On Giants postcast. Today's show is sponsored by FanDuel. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments. Whether it's a game-winning shot or breakout player, there's never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live with player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays. Fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. And I'm telling you guys, I got it in myself on my FanDuel app. We're going OKC in 5 games. OKC in 5. Book it. It's a lock. As far as I'm concerned, I think the Pacers will win game 3, and I think they'll play the Thunder relatively close throughout this NBA Finals. But I don't think that there's any real shot that the Pacers have at winning this, and it's going to be a gentleman's sweep for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And if you're new to FanDuel, it's the perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you get $200 in bonus bets. Again, if your first $5 bet wins, you get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Welcome back to the Locked On Giants postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel, and today the Giants, big win, man, 3-2 over the Padres, and they've now won 2 in a row for the first time in like 3 weeks almost. This is a huge win for the Giants, back-to-back wins against the Padres. There was a moment when they went down 5-0 yesterday. I thought the Giants were going to get swept in this series. I thought there was no way they were going to come back and win that game. And I thought if they lost yesterday that they were going to be so demoralized by it that there was no chance that they'd win today on the short turnaround. But hey, that big win last night, some of that momentum carried over into today. And now the Giants have something cooking a little bit, an opportunity to keep rolling against the Braves next, and then the Rockies before you face the Dodgers. So the Giants, another 1-run win, by the way. They've played a ton of one-run games. They've been, I think they played the most one-run games in all of baseball now after this one. So the Giants, I mean, yes, it's their 13th win by one run this season, which is going into today. They had 12, which was tied for third most in the majors, behind only the Mets and the Padres. Both had 13. So now I think the Giants are tied for first in one-run wins, and they've also played the most one-run games this year. They played 25 of them, and all 4 games in the series, one-run games. So the Giants really had to sweat it out, but they got it done, mainly because they had Robbie Ray on the mound, and we're just going to do it right now. Let's give him today's player of the game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
And Robbie Ray was excellent. His 8th win of the season, pitched 7 innings, only give up 4 hits, 2 runs on that one swing of the bat, that Manny Machado home run, only 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. I mean, Robbie Ray's ERA sitting at 2.44. This actually went up a little bit today, even though he only gave up 2 runs. He has been awesome this year for the Giants. Robbie Ray is in my opinion, he's got to be an all-star. I mean, he won Pitcher of the Month in the month of May, showing no signs of slowing down. And I mean, he might even be the best pitcher on this staff right now, even though Logan Webb has a higher WAR according to FanGraphs than Robbie Ray does right now. I think Ray's been just a hair more dominant because Logan Webb has been very, very good in his own right. And it's wild that these two guys have both been so good and they pitch so differently. You know what I mean? Like Robbie Ray is living up in the zone and he wants to blow that fastball by you and strike out a bunch of guys. And Logan Webb, he's out there trying to get you to swing at the junk ball. He's trying to get you to hit that changeup right into the dirt. He's trying to get that sinker ball to get some ground outs for him, get some double plays. He's pitching to contact, and Robbie Ray, he's just dodging bats left and right, but both very, very effective, but two very different styles of attacking an opposing lineup. Both of them very successful, though. I think that if you're looking for Giants All-Star bids this year, you probably saw 2 different pitchers that, in my opinion, should be on the All-Star team, and it's Robbie Ray and Randy Rodriguez. Randy Rodriguez, a .64 ERA. If this guy doesn't make the All-Star team, I don't know what to say, man. Like, I know it's hard to make an All-Star team as a reliever that's not a closer, but this guy deserves it. Randy Rodriguez has been so damn good. And obviously, Robbie Ray, I mean, he has been electric this season. He's got one of the best fastballs in all of baseball, a fastball run value of 8. It's the 94th percentile in Major League Baseball. So very few pitchers have a better fastball than Robbie Ray. And I mean, you see the results. I mean, he has been really leaning on that pitch pretty much all season long. Today was no different. But I mean, he's just been electric. He's been absolutely electric. In the month of May, by the way, he went 4-1 with a 1.38 ERA. He had 45 strikeouts, a whip of .87, an opposing batting average of 169 in those 6 May starts. I mean, he just mowing guys down. The last guy with an ERA of 1.38 or better in a month was Madison Bumgarner, man. Like, he is putting up those types of numbers. 2016 Mad Bum, who is absolutely awesome. And I mean, he's been using his fastball, like I said, over 50% of the time, an opposing batting average of just 183 against and 44 strikeouts. He did a lot of really great work with that fastball again today. So Robbie Ray, more of the same for him. He's just mowing guys down with that fastball. He threw 71 fastballs today, 70% of his pitches, just overwhelming the Padres with that fastball. Still had a 34% whiff rate. They couldn't figure him out. Overall today, 40% whiff rate for Robbie Ray. And even when guys were making contact with that fastball, only an 84.3 exit velo. I mean, just domination. You know what's coming, and you still can't hit it. That's what you're getting with Robbie Ray right now. He is, in my opinion, he's got to be an all-star for the Giants. I already went and voted today, but if you have not voted, get on the voting machine, get on your computer, get on your phone, go to MLB.com and vote for your Giants to make this all-star team. Let's get some representation, man. Like, this team is good. I know that the offense isn't very good this year, But overall, the pitching staff has been dominant. We need to have some Giants representing San Francisco in the All-Star game this year, specifically some arms, both out of the bullpen and from the starting pitching staff. And I mean arms plural, not just one guy, not just the typical, let's have Logan Webb run out there and we'll call it a day. No, we need Webby, we need Robbie Ray, we need Randy Rodriguez. At a minimum, those three guys need to make this All-Star team. So get on to MLB.com and go vote for your Giants. That's all the time that we got for you guys today here on the Locked On Giants postcast. Fun game, fun show, and the Giants, they're winning some baseball games right now, 2 games in a row, and we go into this Braves series now with a little bit of momentum. Don't let them get hot, man. Don't let these Giants get hot. They could maybe roll back the clock to what we saw at the beginning of the season and go on a little bit of a run here if this offense starts to turn around. We talked about what might happen if the pitching falls off in the month of June. Well, let's be optimistic, man. What happens if the Giants start hitting? They could go on a tear. I mean, the way this pitching staff is going, there's not a lot slowing them down right now on the bump. So if this offense can keep pace, watch out for the San Francisco Giants in the second half of this season. It's all the time that we got for you guys today on the Locked On Giants postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel. We'll see you next time. Peace.